Greetings and welcome to this edition of
Positronic.
I'm Barry P. Cook. I'm here to do a live reaction to the trailer that was just released for the Last of Us series on HBO Max. So I'm a huge fan of the original The Last of Us game. Great game, groundbreaking game. I enjoyed the sequel, not as much, but I did enjoy it. And I've been excited for this series to come out. You know, not that it's a reinvention of the wheel. We've seen zombie stuff before, but I think that the game had a character, an overall character to it that allowed it to stand out and made it really enjoyable. So the hope is that the series would emulate that. And so that's why I'm excited for it. Anyway, let's watch the trailer and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Here we go. Okay. Oh, there's that symbol of that different group from the game. When you're lost in the darkness, I love the music. It's very reminiscent of the game. Oh boy, that doesn't look good. Oh, not that sound. Oh, not those guys. Oh. Neil Druckmann, okay.
This is your chance.
Oh.
You keep her alive.
Oh, run! See, run. Oh! 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 I hate those things.
Save who you can save.
Save who you can save, yeah. I hate those clickers. Those things are scary. Oh, 2023? Oh. Bummer. Okay, well, still some time yet before it comes out, but that looks really good. It's definitely reminiscent of the game. It looks like there's going to be more interaction with other people in it than was actually in at least the original game. There wasn't a lot of that. Joel and I forget the little girl's name, which is terrible, but they spend most of the game alone and they occasionally run into one other person at a time, throughout the course of the game. It isn't until the second game that you really see them around a bunch of other people that I recall. So I don't know, it's going to be kind of weird, but yeah, it looks good. It looks like they might have done right by the game. We're going to have to wait and see. I'm pleased with the casting of Joel, I guess. I like Pedro Pascal and everything, and he kind of is right for the character of Joel, but like, a Josh Brolin type would have been better, I think, because Joel in the game kind of looks more like a Josh Brolin. So I don't know if they thought about going that way and then didn't, or if they never thought about going that way, but I'll take Pedro Pascal. It's close enough for government work, as they say. The young girl character is being played by a young lady whose last name is Ramsey. I forget her first name, who was in Game of Thrones in season 6. She played a leader of one of the kingdoms or regions in the world of Game of Thrones, and she did a very good job, especially given how young she was at the time. So I have no doubt that she has the chops for the part, but she doesn't look anything like the character looks in the game, which, they don't always have to get someone who looks exactly like the character. First of all, you couldn't usually, but some kind of an approximation of their appearance would be good, and I don't think this girl looks like the game character. Of course, we all know there's one person who at one time looked a lot like the character from the game, and that would be Elliot Page pre-transition when he was younger, because now, even if he hadn't transitioned, he wouldn't be able to play the part because he's too old for the age of the character. But when the game came out, his appearance was such that the character looked a lot like he looked at the time. And if they had just done this a little bit sooner, by a couple of years, they might have been able to get away with what his age was at the time, and the appearance would have been virtually spot on. But that ship has sailed, not only because he transitioned, but because he's, you know, a full blown adult now, and just couldn't play that young part anymore. So missed opportunity there. But again, she has the chops, and you know, that's enough to make me feel as though, even though she doesn't look like the character from the game at all, I'll be able to get past it. And like I said, I know other than this one situation where they could have maybe done it, generally you're not going to get a character in a show or movie that looks exactly like a character in a game or in a comic book. So, eventually you have to get over it anyway. I just think they could have come a little bit closer than they did. But maybe they just said, you know what, this kid is so good. We don't care that she doesn't look very much like the part. And that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to pick the best person anyway. So maybe it will pay off. But yeah, totally looking forward to the show, even though I know it's going to scare the crap out of me because of those damn clickers, which, by the way, they seem to have recreated faithfully. And yeah, so there you go. That's the trailer for the HBO series, upcoming HBO Max series, I should say, The Last of Us. And of course, I'll be back to review the episodes once the series starts running. In the interim, I'll be back with other content. But before I go, I want to remind you that I have a Teespring store. You can get t-shirts and other merch there with the channel logo and other designs on them or on it. And of course, it helps promote, or helps, I should say, support the channel. But for now, I'm just going to wish you peace and long life.